Building sugarcane farms in Minecraft is quite simple, and today I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. I'm going to show you how to build the sugarcane farm right behind me. And this sugarcane farm will get you just about 64 sugarcane every hour. However, that probably isn't enough for you, and that is why this sugarcane farm is actually tileable. What does that mean? Well, we can go over here and we can see that we have the exact same thing as we do there. However, doubled on each side and stacked on top of each other. It's really simple. You can just literally do that. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can build this thing, and then you should be able to figure out by yourself how to simply build the exact same thing multiple times, but for example on top of each other or over to the side. Anyways, let's get right in. Let's start the building, shall we? So all the materials you will need are in my hotbar right over here. If you want exact amounts of all the materials, you can go ahead and check the description for that. Anyways, first off, we can just start with determining where the center of our farm is going to be. For me, it's just going to be right here, and then you can just dig down a little area just like this. It doesn't really matter what it is, just make it something like this, and then in the very back, place a chest, crouch, and place a hopper on top of that. That is exactly how you want this to look, and then you can create some access to that, like so. For example, by placing some stairs here or leaving it like this, you want to be able to access this, because this is where all of the things you produce from this farm are going to go into. Here's where all your sugarcane will end up. Anyways, then you want to stand on top of the hopper, and just for this module, determine which direction you want to go in. You can go in that direction or in that direction. One of the two. I'm just gonna go in this direction. So you want to place 2 blocks just like that, and these have to be dirt. Yeah, so place 2 dirt like that, so you kind of create a triangle shape. Then next to each of these dirt blocks, you want to place another 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the exact same on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then you'll see that some of these are turning into grass. That is absolutely fine. It doesn't matter at all. You can just leave it like that. No need to worry. Anyways, then you want to come to the back over here and place down 5 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just like that, and make sure they are aligned with the grass in this exact way right there. Once you have that, you want to actually extend that a bit upwards by 3 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Just like that, and now you've got a wall at the back. Then we want to do the same sort of thing on this front side over here, but only on this side. So not where the hopper is. Yeah? So you can skip the hopper and go 1, 2, and 1, 2. Yeah? Just don't place any blocks above the hopper. Then, once you have those, you can do the exact same thing. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Just like that. Now you might notice that you can't enter in this area anymore. That's fine, you can just dig out some extra blocks like that, and now you can collect all your items from your chest again. Anyways, let's continue with the farm. Then, what you want to do next is on the side of these grass blocks, place 2 high blocks. So 1, 2, and just do that all the way along the very edge. Just like this, so that you now have a kind of wall on this side as well, just not as high as this one. Then do the exact same thing on the other side. You just want to mirror that like so. Create another 2 high wall in between that. Perfect. Now, what you can do, once you have done that, is place 1 piston on top of each of the blocks you just placed. Yeah, just like I'm doing right here. Now, one very important thing is that this wooden part, this brown part of the piston, needs to be facing towards the center of your farm over here. So, how to place them is to stand inside of the farm, just as I am, and then just to look at these blocks and place them like so. Make sure you don't accidentally place them like this. That is wrong. That way they will not work. So you want to make sure that they are all facing in this direction. That is something that's very, very important. Yeah. Then you can come back to this middle part over here. You see where the hopper is? Right there. Just walk along that line all the way until you reach the back of the farm. Then on this very back block, you just want to place a water source. And as you can see, that water source is going to flow until exactly on top of the hopper, just as we want it. Now, unless you're also building a module on the other side, in that case you don't need to worry about it. Otherwise, just place 2 blocks right up here. That will prevent any items from escaping. Next, what you can do is place your observers, and these observers are going to determine when these pistons are going to activate. And now there's a few different ways you can do this. I recommend placing 1 observer here and 1 observer here. Now one thing that is very important is the face of these observers. They need to be on the same side as the wooden part of the pistons. Yeah, and you can see at the top of the observers actually, there's an arrow. You want that arrow, as you can see over here, to be facing away from the farm. That is very, very important if you want this farm to work. Yeah, you can place two observers like that, and on the opposite side, do the exact same thing. And this is perfect. You can leave it just like this. If you, however, have enough resources to make more observers, I recommend placing a few more. Just like this. This will increase the efficiency of the farm, however, not by a whole lot. It will a little bit. However, if you're not incredibly rich, or you just want to save some materials, then I don't recommend doing this, and I recommend just going like this. However, if you have spare observers, then I do recommend placing maybe 1 or 2 more in. Remember to keep these all facing, of course, in the correct direction, with the arrows on top facing away from the farm. Then, on top of the pistons in all the spots that you do not have an observer, you can place a block. Just like this, and then just like this as well. Beautiful. Then you just want to go down to the bottom of your farm here next to the water. And then on each dirt, or in my case grass block, you can place 1 sugarcane. Just like this. Then on the opposite side, you can do the exact same thing. Now, it's not terribly bad if you don't have all the sugarcane for that yet. You can even just start off with 3 sugarcane, or something like this, and then as your farm produces, you can fill in more. Anyways, I'm just going to give a quick demonstration of how this is going to work. How this is going to work is, as you can see, your sugarcane will grow. Just like this, they'll go up, and then once they reach the height of the observer. So great, you've placed all your sugarcane. Now you want to come over to the back, and you should see some different types of blocks. The block you've used to build this entire farm, but also the backs of the pistons and the backs of the observers. Yeah? Now locate the backs of the pistons. Against each back of a piston, that's where you want to place a block. Just like this. as you can see, you can't see the backs of any pistons anymore. That's exactly how you want it. Then you can do the same thing on the opposite side. Place one block against the back of each piston, just like that. And then, once again, on each side, on top of the blocks you just placed, you want to place some redstone dust, just like this. Now when placing it, you'll notice that they connect to the observers, and that's exactly how you want it. That means that you've done this part of the farm correctly. Anyways, now we're almost finished. All we need to do is place 2 blocks right over here in the back wall, and you want to break those in a second. Anyways, then against that, above the sugarcane, you just want to place a line of blocks like this, almost creating a roof. Then you can just delete that one, because we don't need it. On the opposite side, do the same thing, just like this. Now, to save blocks, we're not going to put any here. If you really want to, however, feel free to do so. Anyways, now our farm is basically finished. This is what it's going to look like, and I'm going to show you how it's going to work. So, right here, let's say sugarcane grows. Yeah, it will over time, and sadly, sugarcane grows quite slowly. However, let's simulate this growing. Yeah, so we place one on top, it grows again, and then as you can see, the observers saw that, and the pistons push forward the second the observer sees that the sugarcane grows. Now this works for everything here. So let's say these are all growing. There we go. They're all just like this, beautiful. And then this one grows, boom, all broken, all done, and they all flow right over here. Now we can head to the bottom and check our chest. As you can see, we've already gotten 9 sugarcane. Beautiful. And I picked up the rest. Anyways, that's basically how to build this farm. Now, if you want to expand this, there are a few things you can do, which I did show earlier, but basically, if you'll remember, you can just build the exact same thing on the opposite side here, just like this, just exactly mirror it, and once you have done that, you can also build more on top. However, if this is enough for you, then feel free to keep it just as it is. Anyways, for right now, that's been that. This is how to build a sugarcane farm for Minecraft Bedrock Edition. If you've enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like and comment down below. Anyways, for right now, thank you ever so much for watching, and I hope to see you again in the next one. Bye bye.